Welcome to Part 2 of your Age Discrimination in the Workplace training. In Part 1 of this training, we covered myths and stereotypes about older adults in the workplace. After completion of Part 2 of this training, you should be able to identify age discrimination in the workplace, understand the negative effects of age discrimination, understand the importance in fighting age discrimination, and know ways to prevent age discrimination and ageism in the workplace. To be able to identify and prevent age discrimination in the workplace, you first need to know what ageism is and how it operates. Ageism is the intentional or unintentional discrimination against a person or group of people because of their age. Though anyone could be subjected to discrimination because of their age, this most commonly occurs against older adults. Ageism could lead to age discrimination in the workplace, which is treating an employee or coworker less favorably because of their age. Age discrimination stems from negative perceptions of older workers or misguided stereotypes. You learned about these in Part 1, but for a recap, common stereotypes may include the assumption that older workers are disengaged, can't learn new things, can't keep up, are outdated with ideas, or are just plain no fun. Age discrimination in the workplace is nothing new and commonly occurs despite government protections and company policies designed to protect older workers. Age discrimination can take many forms, ranging from subtle to overt. Examples of age discrimination in the workplace may include bias in the hiring process. Older adults may not get interviews or job offers because of their age. They may be expected to take less time off, under the assumption that they don't have children or familial responsibilities. They might feel left out of company activities, either because activities are geared towards younger adults and aren't age-friendly, or because of the belief that older adults are no fun and they're not invited. Employees or other coworkers making comments and jokes about an older worker's age or capabilities. Older workers may be overlooked for learning and training opportunities that are offered to younger workers. This is based off the assumption that older adults can't or don't want to continue learning. They may not be assigned challenging or meaningful tasks that they once were. They may be passed over for raises and promotions offered to younger workers. Older workers may be forced into retirement under the assumption that they are ready and willing to do so. This is often not the case. And finally, they may be laid off or fired before younger workers. This can be because older adults are closer to retirement, and there's the assumption that they already have money saved up. There are wide-felt consequences of ageism for both older workers and American businesses. Older workers that are laid off or forced into retirement may experience a financial burden because of this. Additionally, a 2013 study found that working at an older age is associated with lower mortality rates, lower sickness rates, and higher rates of overall well-being. Keeping older adults productive and valued in the workplace shows tangible trends in mental and physical health. In the workplace, it has been found that stereotype threat makes older workers less productive. A 2016 study found that perceived negative stereotypes about older adult workers made them feel less confident in their work and thus less productive overall. Just thinking that someone doubts your work, whether it is true or not, can make you perform worse. Organizations miss out on underutilized knowledge that older workers have to offer. Many older workers have been around the block, so to speak, and can bring in expertise that can only be culminated by years of work experience and applied knowledge in various situations. In 2018, 61% of adults reported experiencing or witnessing age discrimination in the workplace. That's 6 in 10, everyone, aka a lot of people. That's what makes it so important. It's a growing problem. The population of older workers has more than doubled since 1967. It's only going to become bigger. Also, we all age. You're going to be there someday, so why not start caring now? There are benefits to organizations for hiring older adults. First, they can provide invaluable work experience and offer diverse approaches and varied thoughts. Older adults show a higher commitment to work tasks and greater loyalty to the company. Many older adults have the ability to work part-time or flex-time positions. This also means organizations can pay out less health benefits. This is because employees are either part-time or flex-time and don't qualify for health benefits, or because older adults are covered by Medicare. Now, for how companies can stop age discrimination in the workplace. They can enforce age-friendly policies and programs. Leaders can work to create a positive work environment. They can encourage employee education and training in anti-discrimination initiatives. And lastly, they can provide workplace accommodations and proactive ways to maximize the productivity of an aging workforce. So what can you, as an employee, do? As we covered, older adults are negatively impacted by the perception that others have negative thoughts about them. Social support from coworkers and supervisors helps to alleviate the negative effects of discrimination. First, recognize age discrimination in your workplace and try not to reinforce ageist biases. Second, promote or advocate on the behalf of your older adult coworkers. And most importantly, if you see something, say something. If you are an older adult and think you are being discriminated against because of your age, you should take the following steps. First, know your rights, including governmental laws and company policies. Second, document all instances of possible age discrimination. You never know if you might need to use them. And finally, if you believe you have enough evidence and you would like to file a claim, you should contact the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. To review, examples of age discrimination include comments or jokes about age and capability, being left out of company activities, being overlooked for learning and training opportunities, being passed over for raises and promotions, forced retirement, or getting laid off or fired before younger workers. Negative consequences of age discrimination include financial burden for older workers whom are laid off or forced to retire, stereotype threat that negatively affects worker productivity, and underutilized knowledge and experience that older workers have to offer. Age discrimination is a growing problem that every individual may experience as they age, and that is why it's so important to be aware and do what you can to prevent it. And finally, we can prevent age discrimination through age-friendly policies and programs, employee education and anti-discrimination training, offering social support to older coworkers, and finally, knowing your rights. If you would like additional resources, check out the AARP website or the EEOC website if you would like to file a claim.